Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Biodesix channel, and we today have the pleasure to speak with Dr. Gary Pestano, the CDO Biodesix, about the new master collaboration agreement, the MCA that they've signed with Memorial Sloan Kettering, if I'm saying that correctly, Cancer Center, which we'll abbreviate as MSK. But first and foremost, welcome, sir.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, it's such a pleasure to get you on. So I want to dive into this before we kind of talk about the MSK, specifics. Gary, could you kind of just give us a macro view of the oncology focus for Biodesix?
Sure. And I can share some slides that back sort of what we're focused on. Biodesix is really focused exclusively on blood-based testing at this time. And I'll share with you and an audience here why that's relevant and important. Let me just pull this up in full screen here. What you can see is along the bottom, this is a continuum of care on the top, journey of a cancer patient, all the way from screening on the far left, all the way to therapeutic guidance, resistance, recurrence on the far right. What you see on the bottom, Kyle, are numerous opportunities for Biodesix's business to expand and grow while supporting patients in this journey throughout their continuum of care. So all of these tubes on the bottom represent test opportunities for Biodesix, and that's sort of where we're focused.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the insights. More specifically, what's new and unique about this MCA with MSK? I mean, why do you think that Biodesix was chosen as kind of the co-development partner?
Yeah, since some of us are visual, again, I'll share a slide that summarizes what I'll talk about. It's really co-development of products, and I want to make sure that's clear. It's not a research agreement for new discoveries. It's really on the development and commercialization of products that meet all of those patients I showed you on the previous slide, their needs along the continuum of care. What is also unique about this agreement is that we're monitoring both genes and proteins. So if your audience is paying attention to the space, you hear a lot about gene monitoring. Seeing gene and protein monitored as biomarkers in blood is a real differentiator. The two groups also work really well together. We've had other agreements with MSK investigators. This expands that relationship. And it's all about our philosophy on how we approach test development, our certified quality systems, and the fact that we have a proven track record with insurers in getting coverage for our tests, which is helpful when you deal with patients.
Yeah, definitely insightful here. I want to expand this just a bit farther, just to kind of finalize. Could you share the
Sure.
collaboration framework for the different partners involved in this kind of master, class agreement here?
Yeah, and it's I would say quite a complex agreement. Kyle, took us several years to get it done. There are more than two parties involved in this particular agreement. Biodesix is sort of the broker, if you will, on the bottom of this entire thing. So we underpin the infrastructure, the foundation of the relationships with these entities you see above. So on the one hand, on the left side, in particular with this agreement, we're deploying some of our technology partner, in this case, Bio-Rad, and their infrastructure, their instrumentation. In the middle, on the top bar, what you see is MSK and what they provide, which is obviously leading clinical investigators, data, specimens, and really guidance on how to develop new and novel tests for unmet clinical needs. Far right, I don't want to ignore the efforts that we do with consortia. So this is now, a lot of companies make a mistake of going at it on their own and then discovering, hey, we've got something. We need to talk to FDA. We need to talk to New York State PLEP. By aligning with what others are doing, what the regulatory guidance, regulatory strategists are saying, we can develop better, quicker, faster tests that meet patient needs.
Yeah, no, this is incredible nonetheless, and we'll pass it off to the viewers because we'd love to know what you think in that comment section below. And consider subscribing because as news and catalysts continue to hit the wire, of course, we'll bring it to you here. But on the note, as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.